Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. To be honest, today there was not too much to update across the crypto market because we are still glued towards a very tight range. Basically the only exception is really Bitcoin, which is performing really weak at the moment, and it did not hold reliably a wave 2 correction. And we take a look at that. But before we want to start with that and take a look at the most imminent wave count for Bitcoin and possible changes and next moves that we can possibly expect in the next few days and on the weekend, what I want to point out is just a few things here, because I still get people who seem to get scammed by these bots. So let me just quickly explain to you that there are a lot of bot messages in the chat. We always try to delete them as good as we can. We can't be there 24 hours. We ban around 20 to 30 accounts per day here in YouTube. We would never send you any messages to contact us in WhatsApp. You can see these WhatsApp bots in the comments. Please never send them anything, because that's not us. That's a scammer. Yes, we can delete them, but they will just create new accounts. So it's endless. You know, it's relentless. You can't get rid of them. So therefore, I've got the warning before every video, after every video, that we don't use WhatsApp. So More Crypto Online does not use WhatsApp. Please don't send them any messages. You will get scammed, or you may get scammed. In addition to that, we don't have any public Telegram groups. There seem to be a few people who join public Telegram groups. We don't have a public one. Yeah, you can join the membership and then you can get access to the private Telegram group, but you can't find it without the invite link. So all the public Telegram groups that you find, they are scam groups. We reported all of them. They won't get banned. Yeah, Telegram, don't bother, unfortunately. Luckily, we seem to be getting rid of the Instagram impersonators, so that's on a good way. And on Twitter, that's all fine. But we would never directly contact you on social media. We would not directly contact you on social media. If you're a channel member, then it might of course be that we send you an email, especially if you had a question, but normally also that we wouldn't do. So always be on the side of caution. Unless you contact us, we would normally not contact you unless it's really about your subscription or anything if you're a channel member. So hopefully that cleared it up. Please be always vigilant and on the side of caution. There are a lot of scammers around and impersonators, and we would never ask you to send us money or funds or anything. Yeah, very clearly. Okay, so this is still the wave count here, the bullish count. Bitcoin can still defend it, fighting around the 20k mark. 1-2 setup, another 1-2 setup. Let's zoom in. This is the bullish setup. Of course, there's a bearish scenario as well. Here in the bullish scenario, again, what I just said, not really much to say about today. Again, the exception is Bitcoin, which did not manage to hold a reliable wave 2, because in the bullish scenario, what we said is with at least a likelihood, you could have said this was a wave 1, then an A, B, C. And there are different ways of counting this. This structure is so messy. I mean, there are so many scenarios. I don't even bother showing them to you. There's a triangle pattern possible, A, B, C. So even all of this could be an A. Then it's just relentless. So I'm not going to bother showing you all these wave patterns here in the wave 2. But we could still argue it is a wave 2, but it didn't hold a reliable wave 2, which means we came down too low. Yeah, we didn't invalidate it, but to be honest, here we came below the 88.7% fib level. Not a good sign. We just came down too low. Yeah, it doesn't fully invalidate it, but in practice, in reality, it's just very unlikely. It's still a wave 2, very unlikely. And to be honest, you have a very clearly defined range here on the way down, or a channel. Yeah, so we haven't broken above that. I think a good indication that we are going higher here, in whatever wave pattern it is, would be a breakout above the descending trend line. As you can see, hasn't happened yet. And the move below the previous swing low at 19,525 would take us lower, possibly to 18.9k. That is still another chance here to defend the bullish scenario, the very last chance, because if we drop below 18.9k, we are going to go down much further. And in my opinion, then we'll also drop below the June low, which was here at $17,600. In the previous video, I mentioned about the key levels that we can expect then. Without a problem, we could construct here another 1-2 setup into this, and then argue that the wave 5 of 2 wasn't, or the wave 5 of C of 2 wasn't in yet. Therefore, this arrow here that indicates that without a problem, we could see another dip also in the current scenario, as long as in the bullish one, as long as we're holding above 18.9K. Okay, because if we go below this, we are most likely in the bearish scenario. Okay, so this is the bullish one, and let's talk another time here about the bearish scenario, which we talked about already before, but just sort of to refresh everybody's mind here and the views. So from the low in June, we moved in an WXY corrective pattern. This would then be a high level wave 4, and this would mean we are already in a wave 5. That would be the last dip of the larger correction that Bitcoin has been in since November. Some would argue, including myself, that the correction already started in April last year, but that's another story. So we could argue then here that we moved down in a wave 1. Again, like in the bullish scenario, another dip is possible also in a wave 1. And not too unlikely, to be honest, due to the weakness in the chart. So I think at the moment I'm leaning towards another dip in the wave 1 before we see that wave 2 to the upside. Yeah, so also in the bullish scenario, we would expect another dip before we go up, but it's not guaranteed. As soon as we go above the previous swing high that you can see here as well, which is at 20,585, it would indicate that indeed we are going higher here in a wave 3. This is a wave 3 in the bullish and the bearish scenario. Okay. In the bearish one, though, we can count this a bit differently. We can say that from the swing low here, it was a wave A. We came down in a B. We're now moving up in a C. This is a 5-wave move, and we would need to start moving up now. Yeah, we would need to start to move up now. Otherwise, we will make a lower low below 19,525. But here, the difference to the bullish scenario here is that in the next move up, it will be a corrective move. So we all just have to finish off the wave C. That could take us into the region between 22 and 23K. And from here, I would then expect a larger sell-off to make a lower low below $17,600. At the moment, we are glued, as I said, to a tight range. And until we escape the range, we can't really say in which scenario we are with a lot of confidence. So we just need a bit of patience here at the moment. And the key levels that are of relevance, I mentioned as well. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update about Bitcoin. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.